Are you thinking about buying your very first home right here in Central Texas? Perhaps Round Rock, Georgetown, or one of the other nearby communities, but you're not even really sure if it's even possible? Hey, if you've been wondering whether now is the right time to buy, or even if you even qualify, hey, you are not alone in this. And this message is for you. How you doing, guys? My name is Hector Rivera, and I'm a real estate professional right here in Central Texas. And as a proud Army veteran and former law enforcement officer who's spent decades serving our communities right here in the local area and families just like yours, I now help families navigate one of the most complex and emotional decisions that we all make, right? Which is buying a home. And I want to make sure that we do this with not just with some confidence and clarity, but that it's actually fun, exciting, and a great experience. Now, let's be real. Buying your first home isn't just about, looking at MLS listings, right? Most people I talk to are working full-time, raising kids, managing tight budgets, schedules, and now they're expected to figure all this out. A neighborhood, loans, inspections, and all this paperwork all on their own. It's a lot. It's a daunting task. And that's why, most of my clients tell me the same thing during our first conversation. Hey, I just want someone I can trust to help me make the right decisions. They want to feel prepared, not pressured into doing something. And, they want to know that their agent is actually in it for them and not just for the deal. With my law enforcement background and veteran and military, I understand firsthand how overwhelming big life decisions like these can feel, especially when there's no clear roadmap to what we're doing, and that's why when we work together, I start by listening, understanding, are you moving closer to be with family? Are you looking for that good, quiet neighborhood with got great schools, right? Are you hoping to finally stop renting and start building equity? Whatever your goals, we will build a custom tailored plan around your timeline, your budget, and your lifestyle. We'll cover everything from how to get pre-approved to what to expect during inspections, and even how to find off-market opportunities that, guess what, a lot of buyers miss. And the most important part is I'll be with you every single step of the way. And from the first phone call to the day that you get your keys to your new home, I'll be there. One couple I recently helped, I had been renting for years. The market felt confusing to them, and they weren't really sure if they could afford a home, especially with a growing family like theirs and their tight finances. But after our first strategy call together, I showed them how to use their BA benefits because they're veterans, right? I walked them through financing and narrowed their home search to actually find the one that actually fit their needs. And guess what? It was right here in Round Rock. Later they told me, I felt like we had finally found someone in our corner that made us feel like it was possible. That's exactly how I want you to feel. I want you to feel prepared. I want you to feel excited for what is coming up next. So if you're thinking about buying your very first home, or maybe you're relocating, but don't know where to start, hey, let's change that. Click the link below to schedule a good and free, no pressure consultation with me, of course. We'll talk through your goals, your timeline, and and I'll give you a good personalized roadmap based on the Round Rock market or any of the suburb markets here in Austin. Whether we work together or not, you'll walk away with some good clarity and a plan to move forward. Now, I do this every single week with first-time buyers, families, and people just like you, and I'd be honored to help you take that very next step just as well. So go ahead, click the link below, and let's get started on our next conversation to help you get to your next journey. Take care.